Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a reading to see what the person on your mind would most want to say to you, if they could. So this is most likely for people that are in at some sort of distance from their person. Maybe you've broken up with them, maybe you haven't started dating yet, and you're just wondering what this person is thinking about you and what they would say to you. Like if it's a crush situation, I mean, we're going to get oracle cards to begin with to see what the situation exactly is. But before we do that, I am going to start with a little crystal reading that I have been doing lately, just to kind of get a feel for your energy so you'll know if you're like picking up on it. So what I'm getting about this connection, or what you're thinking about it, is that you see how it like looks black at certain angles, but then when you tilt it, you can kind of see like the iridescent quality. So I feel like this is a person that you kind of keep going back and forth with in your head. This is the way you're feeling about them. I feel like you could have gone a couple rounds with them, even if it's just mentally. I feel like this is it's like a stone used for like meditation and tapping into like a more higher plane of thought. I don't even know what that means. It just popped in my head, but like more of a meditative state of mind as opposed to like a mercurial energy. This is tapping into an energy of like the 5D as opposed to the 3D. Maybe I'll say it like that, like transcending the limitations of everyday life. So that's what this stone is for. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. I feel like you could have given yourself some sort of like restrictions, like almost tried to like, with this, how it looks black. I feel like this is a connection that's like ever changing and ever growing. I think it has forced you to transcend new levels of consciousness. So I am getting sort of a spiritual vibe to this connection, but I also feel like this is something that you could feel sometimes, that like it makes you wonder if what you're really seeing, because it's almost like it has to be in a certain light. Circumstances have to allow. So sometimes maybe you feel like you're just making things up and you're seeing things, like your perspective is what's wrong, like you're tilting the crystal, but that's not really what's there. Almost like you're taking this person's behavior, maybe, even if it's just like a lack of interest. I don't know, like whatever. We're going to see what the situation is if you perceive a lack of interest, if it's like a crush because they haven't made a move or something like that. But if it's someone you have an ongoing connection with, it's like all this beauty that I see beneath the surface. Is that real? It's almost like reality is cracking and it like keeps seeping through no matter how you try to like push it down. Anything else I'm getting from this? I feel like I said everything I needed to say. So I don't know. I feel like if that's resonating, let's go ahead with your reading. We're going to start by drawing oracle cards, a few oracle cards to get a sense. So what's going on? I'll put these to the side for now. What's going on in this connection currently? What are the outside circumstances? What is the nature of this connection for Aries and their person, so they can know that this is their reading or not? Spirit, what is the situation here between Aries and their person? Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. Okay, I'm just gonna get all the cards before I start going. Ooh. Let's also get, yes, what is going on right now between Aries and their person. Oh, some of these are flipped, so we can know that it's their reading. What is going on? Just one card, please, between Aries and their person. Let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. Okay. And learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting spiritual connection vibes but let's continue. What is going on here between Aries and their person? How will they know that this is their reading? How will Aries person know this is their reading? What is going on between Aries and their person right now? We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. With past life relationship on the bottom. Sorry, like my nails, I can't pick these cards up. All right, what's going on right now between Aries and that person? What is going on right now? So between Aries and their person. We have 8, honor your agreement, mission in motion. All right, I gotta move that because that's not gonna stay. All right. And then acknowledge, take responsibility on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like what's going on in this connection, we have hammer. There's, oh, I gotta move this. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent working on it. I feel like, again, I'm getting this sense of a cycle that has gone on. I feel like you go through like extreme highs and lows with the let go in the engagement where you feel almost like I'm ready to let this go. I'm not getting what I want out of this. Let me just throw my hands up. Like I've tried everything with the hammer. That implies like taking the hammer, taking the bull by the horns, like trying to make action happen. The let go is reminding more of like a feminine energy, trusting spirit. Okay, like if it's meant to be, it's going to be. But I'm almost getting with this let go exclamation mark that it's like more of like extremes, like I've tried everything, so I just don't care anymore. I feel like you've reached this conclusion that sometimes it's better to just let things go. I just realized I'm gonna have to go get my tarot deck in a minute. Sorry. I feel like at times you could have thought like this is an illusion. I just saw that card sticking out. So you feel like you're like, again, how I was talking with this, like when you like tilt the crystal, like am I, you know, creating a vision that I want to see? Am I like attributing qualities that I want to see to this person? Am I projecting like my wants and needs in a relationship onto this person? Am I seeing what I want to see? Is this an illusion? I should let this go. I feel like it's also like there was a card that said take responsibility. I forget where it was. Oh, right here on the bottom. Acknowledge, take responsibility. So I feel like mission in motion. Maybe you do feel like you have some spiritual purpose with this person, or this person has helped you on your journey. There's a lot about learning and growth here. So yeah, I am getting a very spiritual connection. I'm sorry if that's not your case. Maybe the next message will be for you guys, but I feel like this one is very spiritual in nature. This is somebody that you feel like a soul bond with, but it also kind of makes you feel a little bit like you're going crazy. And sometimes you just crave something normal. With the engagement, that's making me think that you might have tried to like date other people, or like sort of expand out of this connection and maybe try something new. Almost like you feel that you deserve something else, and you might have toyed with the idea, or you might actually be dating somebody new right now, but you're also feeling a little bit guilty with this honor your agreement. It's making me think of like there was past life relationship here too on the bottom. You have known each other before, so it just, you feel inexplicably drawn to this person, very like almost like it's the only thing that truly maybe feels right to you inside. It's like even if you do try to like date other people, maybe you are happy, maybe you have had other relationships during the course of this connection, because I feel like this is something that has gone on. And if you are just at the beginning, I think it is something that is going to stay with you for quite a while. So you could be at different stages. You don't have to be here at like the end or like, you know, maybe a couple years deep. Like you could be at the beginning of the connection. But wherever you're at, this is something that you feel very strongly about, very much like you have a soul agreement is what I'm getting, like mission in motion. Like this is tied maybe to your own personal growth, your own personal mission, your own purpose in this lifetime, whatever that could mean. Let me just go grab my tarot deck really quickly so that way I don't have to do it once we get going here. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, I am moving in 2 days. I like literally had a week to prepare, and I'm kind of like, my life is all up in the air right now. So things are everywhere and not where they're supposed to be. But, okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, by Curiously. Okay, just a little business card. Okay. Like, is this not the coolest little tarot holder? Love it. Okay, guys. Let me quickly cleanse this deck because I haven't done that. So yeah, so like if this is all resonating, let's go ahead with the reading. I'm going to draw about 8 message cards to get a sense of what your person would most want to say to you. And then I'm going to clarify those messages with tarot. And then we're just gonna, I have a couple other message decks. We're going to get additional messages at the end. So let's go ahead and get going. And also remember, guys, if you are enjoying my readings and responding positively to the energy and you would like to support me, you could always subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, and let me know what you thought. It would mean a lot to me if you are getting something out of the reading. But okay, let's focus in now. I feel like there's like a hair in here, which I hate. Let's focus in now on your person's energy. So what is Aries person? Let's put this on the stage because I was just talking about myself. What is Aries person? So we got kind of a sense of what you're feeling. So now what is your person's overall energy towards you? What would they want to say to you? I wonder if they're feeling the spirituality of this as well, or where they're at here, what they're thinking about you, what they would most want to say to you. If all barriers and restrictions were eliminated and they could speak their ultimate absolute truth, what would they say to you? Aries, what would they say to Aries? All right, what would Aries person most want to say? And I'm just going to tell you now, I would only really like to get 1 or 2 at a time. Ooh, so we have, you're so smart in so many ways. Your loyalty and dedication have really touched me. These all flip, but it's 3. So let's see. What else? What would Aries person just want to convey to them right now? Truthfully, the absolute truth. No matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. Your voice is my favorite sound. Okay. What else? Oh. I'm really trying to rest and just get myself together. That's 3. I know I need to grow up, and I love how you're not scared of anything, and you have such an appetite for life. Aura energy on the bottom is your skin looks so soft. So they're definitely, with that, your skin looks so soft. I'm getting a sort of wistful energy of like, like, you know, like I wish I could have that skin in my life here. But I have to tell you, like when I was pulling these first 4 cards, I didn't want to like interrupt the reading and the shuffling process to speak on it, but I was more so getting a sense of like higher self energy. So when I got down to these 4, I was like, let me switch it up and ask just for the 3D, because it's like, yes, the energy of like your higher self, but like we do want to know what that has to say, but also like 3D person, like what are you thinking about right now? So I feel like they're saying, I'm going to focus on this 3D version of your person here. Since this is a spiritual connection, I don't always do this in my readings, but I'm really trying to rest and just get myself together. And I know I need to grow up. That implies that there's some sort of chaos in their life. And with this hammer energy, and if this is a spiritual connection, that is most likely, like, there most likely is some mirroring going on. So you both could be in the process of trying to get that hammer, get some nails, get a drill, and sort of be fixing things either physically, like literally, or metaphorically. You could be like building something. You could be like working on a project at work. You could be fixing your space. Like, you could just be trying to fix your life, fix yourself, like work out. Like, it could imply so many things. I feel like this person's energy is a little bit more chaotic. I feel like with your energy, I was getting very like disciplined structure, like even like with your own thoughts and feelings. And I feel like your person is more so like in this, well, they're noticing how you're not scared of anything. So that's making me think that they approach things with a sense of fearfulness. And maybe that's something that they are working on as well, trying to like break out of this fear. Even with the hammer, I'm thinking of like breaking through, like almost like the part of the creation process that is destruction. Like, they could be trying to like, or things could be almost like falling apart or unraveling, that they have to like, that's like making way for new things to grow. And we do have that let go energy, again, implying that things are ending. But also with the engagement energy, it's, I feel like emotionally, like their feelings are being elevated here. If we're looking at this in a more spiritual way, your love life is ascending to a higher level. But this is almost making me think that in life, on your outer circumstances, probably for both of you, again with the mirroring, I feel like you both are working on things. But, and again, maybe things are like changing, letting go of things and building things back up. But emotionally, I feel like things are ascending somehow, even just individually and not in relation to each other. But we'll obviously get more with the tarot. So they're trying to rest and just get themselves together. Again, this could imply some sort of tower moment, some sort of chaotic, problematic issues arising, things that they need to rest from, or just working a lot and just feeling burnt out or something like that. I feel like they are in this transformative process a little bit, and that can be very tiring and make you very weary. And they're maybe noticing your energy and your fearless attitude, and they're comparing it because it's like they have them here. I know I need to grow up, implying again a sense of immaturity, a sense of maybe being dependent on maybe parents, maybe friends' approval and things like that, where they know that they need to grow into their own person. And I feel like they are growing. I feel like there is a sense of growth, but it's like they almost feel inadequate or that they're not doing it correctly. And they're looking at you and kind of comparing themselves, and it's not coming out favorable, like the way that they look to themselves. So as far as their 5D self here, you're so smart in so many ways. I feel like there's something that they're intuitively picking up about your just wisdom, and maybe some things that you've said to them in the past that they're thinking on, or if you're on social media, however they have access to you, whether just memories or social media or something like that, posts and things like that, content that you're putting out, they are aware. They just see so much, they get so much out of it. Like, that's the first message that came out too. That's something that they really wanted to tell you. Like, you're so smart. Like, I think that you're so smart. Also noticing your loyalty and dedication. I feel like you have a lot of qualities, like their higher self. And maybe this is something, remember how I was saying when you tilt things in a certain light? I mean, I've said that like 3 times, so I'm sure you know. Like, since like the 3rd or 4th time I've like referred back to that. But it's almost like the same way that, like, I feel like sometimes they see it so clear, where like the light shines through and they're like, oh my God, like there's something like in their subconscious that like pings, like, oh, I love listening to this person talk. Like, they're just such a good person. Like, loyalty and dedication, they see you as somebody very strong, very, I'm almost getting like Leo energy. Obviously, I know you're in Aries, but like that loyalty, dedication, that's like fixed fire energy, Leo energy. So it's almost like they see you as somebody willing to like put in the hard work, see things through, maybe even with them, they're like noticing that quality in you. And no matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. So their higher self wants you to know that, like, even if they're not consciously aware, they're on a soul level very much aware that you are the only one that makes them feel this way, that they have such strong feelings for, that is just the right person for them. even if their other like lower self needs to sort of have some work and more transformational things going on that they have to take care of. All right, so let's see. You're so smart in so many ways. Oh, the World. And your loyalty and dedication have really touched me. Oh. The Six of Swords. No matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. Nine of Wands. Okay. Okay. And your voice is my favorite sound. We'll just start with these four, and then we'll do the next four. Seven of Swords. All right. So definitely here, the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords, no matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. Their higher self is like, I know that my lower self is like, has these walls up against you. Nine of Wands. They're protecting themselves against you. They have a barrier up. They're defensive towards you, maybe even. They're in a defensive stance towards you. But this is what's really going on behind those walls, behind all those wands and things like that. Like, there is this energy of you being very special to this person and them like actively almost not wanting you to see it. Your voice is my favorite sound. Seven of Swords. Again, this implies some sort of deception, some sort of secret thoughts, secret viewings. Like, I don't know. Maybe if they have videos of you, or they have hopefully videos that you consented to. But like, I meant more like snap videos or something like that you sent them. Like, you know what I mean? Not like weird videos. Hopefully. Yeah, that's not what I meant. But I mean, I don't know. Anyway, let's just move on from that. So I feel like videos that you maybe sent to them, or just, again, them reminiscing on how much they just like, I feel like when you talk, there's like this sense of peace and stillness that like washes over them, that they think back on sometimes and just really enjoy and see the value in. But again, there's this deceptive energy where they're purposely like being deceptive. Like, they're looking at you, but maybe they're like looking at your Instagram, but your Instagram is public, but they're not like requesting you. It's like they don't want you to know, like, I'm here, but you don't know, like, you don't, but maybe you do know. Like, now you know. Now you know. So, you know, you might as well just request me as a friend. But okay. But anyway, yeah, I feel like there is this act of like actively keeping a barrier up, actively deceiving you. So like, let's all keep that in mind as we're going through this reading of like, this person, the higher self is coming through to be like, hey, like, yes, I see you as very special. Yes, I love listening to you talk. Yes, you have so many qualities that I enjoy, but I'm still not ready to like open the door. Like, I'm still not ready to be authentic with the Seven of Swords here. So we have to keep that in mind, because you know, it is true. We don't like to have false hope that like this person's about to do something that it doesn't necessarily seem like they're going to do, but we will get more messages. You're so smart in so many ways with the World. I'm just getting that you're redefining success for this person. It's reminding me of that John Lennon song, Woman, where it's like for showing me the meaning of success. I feel like this person realizes that they may have very rigid ideas. The way that they've always defined success was in this more like worldly way, but you have this sort of like wisdom, this sort of like, again, like this labradorite, this like this higher consciousness that they have never really given much credence to, never really seen the value in it, never really thought about it. Maybe even, it's not like they thought it was bad, but they just never really thought about it, period. It's just they could have been raised in a very like traditional, rigid sort of a household where they were like, this is the way the world works and this is what you have to do, and that's it. Like, you know, and you come along and it's like something about the way you talk and the things that you speak on that they really see the value in, but they, again, it's like it's secret. Like, they don't want you to know, or they don't want other people to know. So, but they do see it. They do see the value. Your loyalty and dedication have really touched me, clarified by the Six of Swords. It's almost like this sense of they just like, if they could say to you, because that's how like I phrased the question here, if they could say anything to you, it's almost like, as I sail away, like, I want you to know how much you meant to me. Like, I feel like a heavy feeling in my heart. It's like, I feel like they feel sad that you never knew, is something that I'm getting. Like, they wish that they could have articulated that to you somehow. They think about it all the time. They wish they could have offered you more. They could have told you how very special and beautiful that you were. They could have told you how much you changed their life and touched their heart and really made them feel things. And they do keep an eye on you, and you are so important to them. But I feel like they could be very like focused on work or something right now. They're just, I don't know why. Like, whenever I read, like, sometimes it's like frustrating for me to get a reading like this, because it's just like, if you feel so strongly, like, and again, I get that that's just divine timing could be at play. There's other reasons, like, okay, but I'm not like the God, so I don't know what those reasons are, so it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm sure like someone else knows, whatever. But it's just annoying. Like, you know, that's probably how you're feeling too. Like, if you feel so strongly, like, almost like with a wistful heart as I row away in my boat, like, I want you to know that your sense of inner beauty just has touched me for life. Okay, so why would you not want to be with the person that touched you for life? But it's not that they don't want to be with you. It's just, I don't know. Let's go down to their lower self and try to get a sense of what the F is going on. Like, what is their process here? I mean, they probably just have more growing and things to do, and it is divine timing, but we'll see. I'm really trying to rest and just get myself together. Seven of Pentacles. I know I need to grow up. The two, oh, that's two. Oh, I hate, no, we're just getting one. I'm so sorry. I know I need to grow up. Emperor in reverse. Whoa, all right. Very clear message. I like it. I like when the cards like make sense like that. I love how you're not scared of anything. Chariot. And you have such an appetite for life. Justice. Okay. Overall energy for this reading is the Four of Swords. So I feel like they have been sort of like swept up in an emotional tailspin. I know that's not in an emotional tailspin. This to me looks like a sword that's like submerged in water. I feel like they've just been like taken under by like a sea of memories lately. It's just something that has like come over them lately. Like, I don't know. And they've really been thinking about you a lot. I feel like, and they've been thinking about you, and they've been thinking about how that reflects on them and makes them feel. I feel like something that I'm getting is that even though like when they think back on memories of you and things like that, it makes them feel good in a way, but when they compare themselves to you in a more logical way, when they're sinking into the emotions of this and like that kind of like subconscious thing where they like remember how like whenever you would talk to them they would feel so at ease and comfortable, when they're like comparing you guys in the 3D, it makes them feel bad about themselves. So that might be a reason that they're like pushing back, is something that I'm getting. It makes them feel almost like less of a man, like with the Emperor in reverse. Like they maybe see you as having like bigger balls than they do, is something that I'm getting. And they're like, wow, like I could never be in that energy. It's just like, or just like, wow, like what a loser I am. Or it's like some, I mean, I don't know if they're like consciously thinking about it that way, but definitely I'm getting a sense that they feel like less of a man. And it does, they don't have to be a man, but they feel like less of a person. Let's just say it like that. But like in this more Emperor way where they have control over their own life and like what they want to do. Because remember how I was saying that like they are really dependent on either, again, parents financially, or it could be friends' opinions and things like that. So like they see you as sort of like somebody that just like with justice, like makes their own rules and is their own judge, jury, and executioner, and just sort of like isn't really worried about the opinions of others. Like, I am the law, kind of like a vigilante energy, kind of like a rebellious sort of an energy. And there with the Emperor, it's almost like somebody that needs, well, the Emperor is Aries energy, and Aries, which I never get. I don't know why it's not like Saturn energy or something like that, but Capricorn, but whatever. It's Aries energy and it's in reverse, and Aries is like an energy that is initiatory, like it's cardinal fire. So they're trailblazing, they're doing things that haven't been done, like they're not scared of anything. It's kind of like the Fool energy. I know that's not supposed to be Aries energy, but it is in my mind. That should be Aries. I don't know who assigned like zodiac signs to these tarot cards, but like I'm gonna like make up my own from now on. This is Capricorn, like the Fool. Why is the Chariot Cancer when it's such like a, anyway, let's not get into that right now. But anyway, I feel like they look at you living your life fearlessly and courageously and disciplined almost. I don't know, I'm not really getting that down here, but like I got that from like when I was reading your energy, and they just feel inadequate compared to you. It's like they know they need to like evolve past, they maybe just care too much what other people think, whereas you're just like, I'm just getting the energy of like Ignorance by Paramore, where she's like, you're not a judge, but if you're gonna judge me, sentence me to another life. Like if you don't like me, like bye, like, and then just sentence me to another life and I'll be out of your life, peace out. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really care if you don't like me. Like ignorance is your new best friend, because you want to judge me for living my life, but really you're the one that's ignorant and closed-minded, so I don't care what you think, bye. Like it's just like that attitude of like, I don't give a fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like you have that, I feel like you embody that, or at least this person perceives you that way, and they're like the opposite, and that's where they feel inadequate because they feel like they shouldn't care maybe, or it just might be something that makes them feel uncomfortable and they can't exactly put their finger on it yet. I mean, it'll probably be different for everybody based on their own like evolutionary process here, but yeah, like their emotions with Cancer. I love how you're not scared of energy. How you're not scared of energy. I almost thought that's weird, but I feel like they're very much, Cancer energy is like very much in your comfort zone. It's 4th house energy. It's in your little Cancer crab shell. They're afraid to move outside of their comfort zone. Or, you know what, like, but with the Chariot, that does imply some sort of like decisive, willful movement. So I feel like they have expanded out. I feel like they're almost like not giving themselves enough credit. They're like, that's like a vibe that I'm getting. Like they have been working. They have, things are in motion here. They are working on it. Like they're rebuilding, like, but like I was saying, there's some sort of chaotic stuff that's going on that's just like making them feel bad about themselves in general. But it's like all part of the process, I feel. So they got to give themselves a break here. And the 7 of Pentacles with them really trying to rest. I mean, they just, I don't think they're in a good energy right now. They probably would love to hear from you and hear your input on the situation. But like I said, I was getting like that there's a like space right now, like between you guys. There is a big pause. There's something going on here. So let's get messages. More messages from them. What would your person want to see to you, Aries? I know I messed up everything. I bury myself in work to forget you, and I wish I could take back my words or actions, depending on what happened here. And I look for you everywhere. What else? I thought I had, oh, here. What else, Aries? So yeah, they do feel like they're the ones, and we have sabotage here with the hammer. So I feel like that's maybe why they're not reaching out, because they're definitely feeling regretful about what happened. But again, how this said repetitive, is this could be something that could have happened multiple times. I'm getting that song Throwback by Usher, Jadakiss, and maybe someone else. I don't remember who's in that song, but I would take back all my words. Is that part of that song? I feel like it's something about them taking back their words. And then like, I didn't see it. I couldn't see what I was doing, maybe, like that part. So it's like, I feel like they might, even if they're not there yet, at some point they're going to have a clearer perspective, whether that's now or sometime in the future, like depending on where they're at, like on this timeline of this connection here. It could be anywhere, but they're going to at some point have some sort of realization that the way they acted was like not in line with their soul. Okay, so what is this person feeling? Oh, what would they want to say? Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. Yeah, they could have just been kind of like, meh, like not really moving forward, but not really ending the connection either. So it's just kind of keeping you in limbo, reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. I feel like, yeah, I am getting this sense. I feel like with the 2 older people on here, they maybe could see like just having a life with you in old age, and like they kind of just feel bad about that they messed it up and missed their opportunity. Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. I wish I could take back my words. Like they're wishing a lot, like and then we have the ego on the bottom of the deck. So they're definitely feeling like they messed things up. They wish they could almost like go back in time. So that does imply some sort of accountability or taking responsibility for everything, some sort of growth and learning. And, you know, I'm sure it was like you had to be the one for on your end as well. It seems like they know they messed everything up. So if you've been feeling guilty for cutting things off with them, if that's the case, or distancing yourself, I wouldn't, because it feels like that's what like needed to happen to make them do some thinking here. I feel insecure around you. Yeah. I don't like all the attention you get. Oh, okay. I love the way you dress. They like your style. Okay. I want to make you smile. I am thinking about reaching out. Your intelligence is so hot. Oh, that came through twice. They really like think you're smart. Oh. I am regretting my previous actions. Yeah, we get it, buddy. I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Like, again, just, I don't know. Anyway, I feel jealous when I think about you with others. Ooh, like, maybe they know that you're, like, looking good, and I hope you haven't moved on. So, again, it's like they don't want to, like, oh, what cards just fell? Hold on. Oh, that's so weird. We had a lot of cards fall, but only 2 flipped up. Engagement ring and kisses. I feel like they just, I think they're wondering about your love life, and they're also wishing they could have some sort of higher commitment with you. But, and we have justice here. Yeah, you have such an appetite for life. I think they imagine like if you guys were together in a more like serious connection, that it would be fun. Like it would be, we would go on adventures, and like you would make them try things. And I do think that they like that. That's another little aspect I'm getting from this. And also we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So it's like they're very heavily like, something's going on right now that is very heavily on their mind. So, all right, guys, we're going to leave it there. I think we got enough for now. I don't know how my reading schedule is going to go, because like I said, I am moving in a couple of days. Things are very up in the air. Half my stuff's at my new place. Half the stuff's here where I live now. I'm going to try to maybe pre-record some readings so I can release a few for you guys in the days that come. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will hopefully catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye!